Let me ask everybody a question. What exactly is the difference between Noble 6 and the Spartan Operator, which we're reviewing today? Answer: if you give up, it's the helmet. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Maybe a bit has changed in the paint design, but really, it's pretty much just the same figure, with the same amount of articulation, and sadly, the same weapons. The assault rifle and the frag grenade. Now, don't get me wrong, this figure is great, but really, I think it's time for a change. I think it's time for McFarlane Toys to move on to something else. They need to come up with a different mold for these figures. You guys actually have some of these figures, and you know what I'm talking about. When you bend their knees, they really don't get much. I mean, just look at Noble 6. That's the best way that I can get him to bend his legs. That's it. He really cannot bend his knees that well. Now, I've been saying in my reviews that these figures are great. And rest assured, they are. When it comes to all the detail that's on the figures, all the paint applications, the combat wear from what it looks like on both figures, they're perfectly spot on to the video games. Really, they are. But it's just something about this figure that brought out the nonsense that is the articulation to the legs. And it's just slightly getting... Let's take a look at the figure's details if we can. You're not going to see it, just hang on. Yeah, it's really nice. I'm at a loss for words, guys. This figure is really incredible. It really is. It's got its flaws, but it's probably just my figure. This leg is slightly loose, and in this leg, you know, it's dangling. I'm not saying it's broke or anything, but it's kind of loose as well from the swivel joint right here at the thigh. So, yeah. But other than that, the figure is really great. I am amazed at how much can actually be done to a 5-inch figure, and still with a good amount of articulation, except for the legs. Pretty much the knees. You should know by now how many points of articulation the male figures have. What separates them from the female figures is they have the ball-jointed tippy toes, I want to call them. Pretty much their feet are on ball joints as well. When it comes to the female Spartan figures, their feet are pretty much just one molded piece. So that's it. Show off the back of him, what exactly the back looks like. But really, I mean, what is the difference between this and this? I mean, really, what's the difference? There really isn't. It's pretty much just the same figure with a different head sculpt. That's it. And also, they gave him a shoulder bit right there. So, yeah, Noble 6 doesn't have any shoulder bits. But still, it's just the same figure. Okay, for quick size comparisons, we're going to take a look at Carter, who's actually Hell Bison right now, as you can see. So, yeah, just thought I'd bring that up. Yeah. For a size comparisons with a Covenant figure, here he is with none other than the Grunt Heavy, which is still a pretty cool figure. What?
My name is Zippy!
I know you have a name now. My only question to you is, where did you come up with the name Zippy?
Because I can shoot people in the face a lot faster than they can say my name.
And that's how you came up with Zippy. Why the hell didn't you just shoot me?
Because you didn't move my arm, you dummy.
What does that got to do with anything? Move the arm yourself.
I can't.
Why not?
Because it doesn't work that way.
How does it not work that way? You know what? I'm done talking to you. Get out of here.
My face!
One more size comparisons. Just in case you guys want to know what exactly is the size of the Halo Reach figures compared to a different kind of toy company. Here he is, the Spartan operator, and pretty much a Noble 6 with a Figma Kamen Rider Dragon Knight, Kamen Rider Incisor figure. So yeah, they're pretty much the same scale, same height, which is nice. So, you know, if you like to add Kamen Rider Dragon Knight figures into the Halo mix, you can. And there should be no problem with that. At least there shouldn't be. So, okay, for grade, pretty much, the articulation is okay. It's getting a bit old. Paint application is perfect. The helmet sculpt is lovely. I enjoy looking at that helmet. And, you know, pretty much the weapons, accessories are pretty much the same. So, you know, no points there. So I'm going to give this figure a 3.5 out of 5. It's passable, but it's barely in there. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, this figure is great, and he's definitely a well buy if you guys are very interested in the Halo Reach line. But seriously, McFarlane Toys, it's just getting a bit tiring having the same figure over and over again with just a different head sculpt. That's not cool, man. I mean, even Bandai of America doesn't do this kind of nonsense back and forth. So, yeah, that's it, guys. You wanted my opinion? Well, there's my opinion. If you got any complaints, leave them below and we'll talk about it later, okay? So, okay, guys, that's the end review for Halo Reach Series 3, the Spartan Operator Custom Mail figure, which is none other than a GameStop exclusive. If you wanted to know where he was, now you know. So if you actually enjoyed this video, and hopefully you did, I hope you'll rate, comment, and subscribe to Redis Power videos on YouTube. And until the next toy review, guys, this is Redis Power / Sonic Ranger signing out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.